this is Deb DiBiase, and today we're speaking with Rich DeMerchant, one of the designers of Hydrocopia Greenhouse Organic Farm. And today he's going to share with us this revolutionary design that every backyard farmer will fall in love with. And thank you, Rich, for joining us today on the Jam session. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great, Deb. Thanks for the invitation, and it's great to be here and to let your viewers kind of know a little bit more about us, what we do, and how we do it.
Excellent. So, Rich, what can be grown in a Hydrocopia greenhouse auto farm?
Well, I mean, in our organic auto farms, you can really grow just about anything. We've grown anything and everything you can imagine as a food crop, from flowering crops. I mean, really anything can be grown and grown well in an organic auto farm. They are broken down into multiple zones so that say, for instance, in the 10.5 by 10.5 foot unit, it's broken into 4 different grow zones. Each zone has its own nutrient brewing system and irrigation system, so that you can grow different crops that require different nutrients and different volumes of irrigation, different timings of irrigation in each of the different zones. So just in theory, if you wanted to, you could grow tomatoes in one zone and cactus in another, just as a silly example. But it allows you to grow many different crops that require different irrigation levels, different nutrients, and so forth, and grow them all at the same time. And allows you to create that continual harvest of many different crops, and it's a great system that way. The nutrients and irrigation levels are what are really are the requirements. But we're also environmentally controlled with an evap cooler, so that we can keep the temperature level down into that optimum level. We have many times have tomatoes and pepper plants growing at the same time as lettuce and different crops like that. Some cooler weather crops in the middle of the summer, you might want to stay focused on the warmer crops and so forth. But you can grow them most of the year all at the same time. Right now, and just for an example, and we have peppers and herbs and tomatoes and beans and potatoes, and they're all growing in the same auto farm. So you can have a wide range of crops growing within the auto farm really at any given time. Deep winter, you might want to use more cooler crops. Deep summer, you might want to use more warmer crops. But it is environmentally controlled so that with both heat and cooling, so that you can really keep the greenhouse, the auto farm, in that optimal zone, and allows you to grow many different crops at the same time.
That's pretty cool. So just for the sake of the video, we're in June. So you said you had certain things growing already now. So are they in seedling stage, or do you start your seedlings in there?
Oh, no. I mean, because you can really grow and control your environment all year round, our tomato plants are 6.5 feet tall, with 3 or 4 stages of tomatoes set growing already. Pepper plants, the potatoes, we have spinach and lettuces in there, romaine lettuce and so forth right now. The spinach is probably coming to the end of its time in the greenhouse because it is getting warmer in the auto farms. But we can keep them very cool in the mid-70s, even when it's 80s and 90s outside at outside temperature. So it's as you go, you're really not constrained by what the weather's doing outside.
That's fantastic.
I mean, we've grown anything and everything you can imagine that's a food crop in these things,
right.
and done so very well. Some things are just too big. Your watermelons and things like that, it's just not worth it for space-wise. They grow really well in there, but not something you really want to do.
Great. Well, thank you, Rich, so much. It was very informative. And there you have it, folks, a sustainable, organic, automated food growing machine right in your own backyard. Join the masses today who are also enjoying growing their own high-quality food safely and securely in their backyard. So, if you have any questions about the Hydrocopia Greenhouse Auto Farm, or you want to get started today, simply email me at info@hydrocopiagreenhouse.com, or you can give me a call at 781 281-8816. Thanks, Rich, so much for joining us, and take care for now.
Well, thanks, Deb. Talk to you again real soon.